what's going on, guys? Thank you so much for checking out these videos. Keep coming back day in, day out, and we're going to keep improving together. What I have for you today is a demonstration on how to become a better playmaker. Now, I want to start by saying every player on the field can be a playmaker, and every player on the field should work to become a better playmaker. So even if you're a defender, you're a center back, fullback, if you're a wide player, if you're a striker, you can be a great playmaker. You can make some more assists for your teammates and help your team win more games. Saying that, this number 10 right here, this attacking midfielder, should be the most creative player on the field and should be the best playmaker if you're playing in this position. Now, in order for you to be a good playmaker, it starts with wanting to get on the ball, okay? So a lot of the times what happens is players will hide behind defenders, okay? They don't want to work to get in the space to get the ball. So working to get in the space is one thing. Let's say you lose your mark here, just showing defeat here, get the ball here, okay? So working to get into space is one thing. If you want the ball, you have to ask for it. Too many players are quiet. They might come into space, but they're not demanding the ball. They're not asking for the ball. So if you're not asking for it, you're not showing this player that you actually want the ball, then you're not going to get the ball, okay? So finding space, again, we're not waiting for the ball. If you want to get on the ball more, you can't wait for it to come to you. You have to go to the ball, okay? You have to make these little checks into space, okay? You can check out something like this. And again, everyone can get on the ball. The harder you work to find space, the more opportunities you will have to make plays. So you can drift in somewhere like here, get on the ball. Okay, but the point I want to get across here is you cannot wait behind the defender. You cannot rely on this guy to get you the ball. You have to get into the space to make the ball, to make the pass possible. Okay, now this starts with getting your head up, finding where is the open space. When you know where the open space is, get into that space quickly and then ask for the ball, demand the ball, okay? If you're the type of player that doesn't talk, you need to change that right away. Even if you're just saying, yes, pass, give me the ball, calling your teammate's name, okay? You have to let them know that you want the ball. So let's go back to this here. One more tip, actually, for getting into space. So let's say I want to receive the ball into this space here. I'm getting marked by this player. I want to receive the ball into here because if this ball comes in, if the ball is not perfect, this defender is definitely going to have a chance to intercept. Okay, even if it does come on you, they're right on you right away. So really your only option is to play back into space or to play a one-touch pass or go backwards. Okay, so if you want to get a little space to play in, because this is how you're really going to get good opportunities to make passes, you need to find space off the defender. So what I want you to get in the habit of is checking away and then coming back, okay? You can even give your defender a little push, okay? Not a foul, but give him a little push to make some space, and then you want to check back in here. Receive, if you can receive this on the half turn, beautiful. Now you have space to attack, okay? And these are the areas that you want to get the ball in if you want to be a good playmaker, okay? So again, instead of just jogging into the space, having the defender follow you, okay, what you want to do is check away, come back in, find the open space here. Now I have space to play, okay? So, at this point, what are you going to do with the ball, okay? You want to be a playmaker, so you cannot be hesitant to go forward. You're always looking to attack the goal, okay? The average player, when they get the ball here, what are they going to do? They might go backwards, they might go back in here, and they might go wide because they're scared of making a mistake. So if you want to be a playmaker, you cannot be afraid to make mistakes. You have to be willing to make the dangerous passes. You have to be willing to take defenders on in dangerous situations, okay? Do not be afraid to make mistakes. So when you get the ball in here, I want you to be more aggressive in your attacking. Be more direct, okay? If there's no pass on, start dribbling into space, okay? If there is a pass on, do not be afraid to make it. Now, these are the types of passes we want to get into the habit of, okay? If you want to get more assists, you're looking to play your strikers into their feet, okay, into dangerous areas. So again, playing it into his feet is one thing. Can you play him on the run into feet? Is something much more dangerous. Or we're looking to play the ball into space for someone to run onto like this, get in back, okay? If you watch my other video on how to score more goals from every position, that gives you a lot of good advice on making the right runs, okay? But as this playmaker, you really want to practice your through balls and just good passing technique, really whipping passes into attackers' feet. Okay, because a lot of times if you play a weak pass into here, they're just getting closed down way too quickly. They've got to come out. Okay, so you're looking to play it into space, these through balls into feet here. Okay, through ball into feet here. And this is where you're going to get some dangerous tacking opportunities. Now, as soon as the ball is into here, your job is not done. If you want to be a playmaker, you want to get more assists, you want to get more goals, you have to be willing to make these runs into space, follow up. Now, can I be the benefit of his good playmaking, and can I get some shots on goal? Okay? So the other thing I want you to think about as a playmaker is switching the play. So let's just take this number 6 defensive midfielder into play for a bit. Okay, and let's say you get the ball in this position, because as the defensive midfielder and also this attacking midfielder, you're going to be the link-up player. Okay, so what I want you to get in the habit of, especially when you receive the ball from the wings, can you open up your body? So what most players will do, the average player, they will receive this way, their body positioning is still facing this way. Okay, you want to open up your body. Can I receive like this? Now I can see the whole field. Okay, and now I want to look to switch into some space over here. Okay, or play into here. Remember, this player is going to check off, try to find some space. This is the player you want to play as much as possible, okay? And if you are this player, you want to get on the ball as much as possible, because this is the most creative player. This is the player that's going to make things happen. So if they're open, definitely give them the ball. But the point I want to get across here is, instead of getting the ball and putting it back into the same area, putting it back into the same side, because they have all their defenders over here, you need to get in the habit of switching. And I know you've heard this a million times, but are you actually doing it? When you receive it in here, get your head up. Can we switch the play, okay? Because a lot of times what will happen is they're trying to close the ball down. When a team is trying to defend, they're going to come really tight. They're going to squeeze the field into like half, okay? So what you need to do, get the ball in this situation. You want to play a nice big switch around here, okay? Then we can attack in numbers like this. And then we can get into dangerous goal scoring opportunities. Again, as soon as this ball is played, your job is not done. Okay, the switch is not your only task. Now you need to get forward. These players definitely need to get forward into the box. Can we play a cross in? Okay, and can we get a shot on target? So biggest thing right here is the switch. Okay, don't go back into trouble. When you're receiving, open up your body, get your head up. Can we go the other way? And this is where you're really going to hurt teams, because as you see, we have lots of space out here to attack. Okay, it's going to force their whole team to come across. Okay, but hopefully in that time we can hurt them by a nice counterattack on the other side. Okay, and if it does happen that they all shift across really nice, okay, they close us down quickly, that's okay. We'll keep possession. We can move it, play into this playmaker again. What's he going to do? He's going to switch the play again. Fullbacks are joining in. Okay, and you can see how we can just terrorize teams all day if you have a really good link-up man here, switching the ball, taking care of business. Okay? So the other thing I want to talk about is, if you want to be a playmaker, you really want to get in the habit of looking for 1-2s as much as possible. Now, if you watch a team like Barcelona, they have beautiful interchange of all the players, so there's no set positions, okay? So if someone gets it in here, the winger doesn't have to stay out here. He can drift in here. This guy can come out here. Okay, we can all rotate. But what they're always looking for is these little passes, these little 1-2s around the box where you can find a bit of space to get an easy shot on net, okay? So especially as this player, we'll go back to our main playmaker here. When he has the ball, okay, you want to look to play these little 1-2s around defenders. So let's say you're in here, okay? Play the ball into here. Again, pass and move. Do not stand still. Trying to get these little 1-2s back. And again, this can come from anyone on the field. Let's say you're the fullback here. Okay, you got your, where are we? 2 strikers out here. Got my winger here. Okay, we're getting closed down. We can play 1-2s all day long up the field. You play into here, join in. Play into here, this guy can join in here. Okay, little 1-2s. This is the most effective way to attack. It's the most effective way to create space for your teammates and get goal scoring opportunities. So you want to look for those 1-2s as much as possible. Can you find the space to attack? Let's say you got some space here, you're a winger. Okay, I want to get into this space. Instead of dribbling here, getting closed down, I want to play into here, make your run, hopefully get the ball back. Now I have beautiful space to make a deadly cross and help my team get a goal. Okay, now that's about all I wanted to say in this video. If you're the playmaker in here, remember, find space, work to get your space, do not be lazy. If you're just coasting to get the ball, if you're just jogging in to get the ball, you may get it, but you're going to have to go right back. And that's okay at times, but if you want to be the playmaker, you need to get that space. So check away, lose your defender, sprint into this space, don't jog into this space, sprint into this space. Now I receive the ball. Now I can play balls into space for my attackers to run onto. Okay? But what I want you to think about, be more direct, be more assertive and quicker with your decision making. So as soon as I get the ball here, I'm not hesitating, okay? My head is already up before this ball is coming in. I already know where my attackers are. Okay, as soon as I get it, I'm going to be assertive. I might take a touch forward, then I'm trying to play this guy into space, or I'm playing a nice little ball over the top for this guy to run onto. But be a little more direct. Don't be afraid of making mistakes or losing possession because you tried an ambitious pass, because 1 out of 3 times it's going to work and your team's going to get a goal and you're going to be rewarded as the playmaker. Okay, so finally, all these things, all this advice is great, but if you don't have the technique to pull them off, then it's useless. So remember, I would really love to see you on the ball every day. Can you get at least 20-30 minutes of ball work every day? Dribbling, passing, receiving, different passing variations, short passing, long passing. But again, it comes down to your discipline and your dedication to improve as a player. So watch this video a couple times. There's a lot of stuff in here. But if you want to be a better playmaker, work to get into space. Want the ball, demand the ball as much as possible. Even if you're just making little passes, but you're always on the ball, it's going to do a lot for your confidence. It's going to keep you involved, and it's going to allow you to get more opportunities to make those deadly passes into space.
That's what it is.